Ranking. It's all gas, no break. Welcome to the show, Chris, Justin, Mo, and Paul.
Yep.
The core four back together for the first time in like 6 months or something like that. Week 1 of the NFL in the books. Justin and I went to the Jets game together. Had a grand old time. We went to the Middle Initial podcast tailgate.
Yeah.
We ate edibles. Taha got too fucked up. We drank and we got to
that tequila. The tequila.
No, God, Taha was there too.
Yeah.
Taha was there too.
Taha.
Oh my God.
We represented our brand extremely well. We got to, Justin and Jude takeception together. Talking about
nice. I knew it. I knew that would have been. You should have recorded that.
We vibed.
No,
I know you would have. I know you would have.
We're gonna do a crossover episode with them very soon.
100%.
Anyway, so it was all great times. And then we went to the late night flight tailgate for a minute. And it was all great times until we went inside the stadium and a football game had played.
In classic Flash, in classic Justin fashion, I blacked out.
Yes, Justin. What happened from my perspective, basically, is we were together up until the second half, and then we were making our rounds at halftime, and you really had to piss. You were just like, I have to go like right now. I was like, oh, there's a door, and you like walked in through the exit, and I was like, well, I'm good, so fine. And then then I went back to the seats. You were not there.
Yep.
You were outside of the stadium, and that was it. But
oh my God,
classic.
Yeah. As far as the game itself goes, I have to go. I have to go off now on the Jets because man, this was a winnable game.
Do it. Talk your shit.
Defense played well. Sauce looked like the real fucking deal. DJ Reed looked really good too. Had that sick interception. This was a winnable game, and playing Joe Flacco as your starting quarterback under any circumstances in 2022 is malpractice. The fact they're going to do it again this week is malpractice. You scored.
It's retarded.
Yes. Definitely that. You scored 3 meaningful points this game. The touchdown at the end was really just the Ravens trying to not get hurt on the MetLife turf in the last 2 minutes. The game was already over at that point. You scored 3 meaningful points. Greg Zuerlein cannot kick a football. There's a lot to unpack. I mean, really what it comes down to is just another classic anemic offensive performance from the Jets. Really, it's all just Flacco. And I mean, LaFleur kind of was calling the game like he had puckered lips up his ass or something. He looked like early season LaFleur again. It was very conservative, very predictable. Yeah. Play calling, just something with this whole team is just they give off this aura and this vibe right now that they are just scared. They are scared as a team. They're scared as an organization. This whole thing with the Zach Wilson injury, how do we go from, and I get gamesmanship and all that, but how do we go from, he might play against Baltimore if he has one more good practice to he's going to miss the first month of the season? That doesn't make any sense. To me, it says that, they're scared and they're trying to wait for the most perfect situation to bring him back.
Yes.
Because they're scared to find out. They're scared to find out what he is. They're playing Joe Flacco because they're scared to see what Mike White could do. And there's even rumblings. They might even be scared that Mike White is better than Zach Wilson.
If he is, look, this is a business. You go the best motherfucker. I don't care how much money you spent on another one. If he's the better quarterback, he's the better quarterback. But I don't think he is. I think
Let me
Zach
save. I was gonna say,
can
let me save your
shine.
breath because he's
think-
not.
He is
Well-
not. But I think that I think they are scared to like find out what Zach Wilson is, and I think they're scared. They're scared to win football games, and they're scared to do things that win football games. They're more concerned with everything else. They're scared to play their rookies. Like Garrett Wilson was on the field nearly enough. I feel like
that was an issue.
second and third and long. Like, why was he not like he was wide open for a touchdown. Joe Flacco missed him. Now that the nerds are breaking down the all 22.
Speaking of that, like what week was it last season where they were like, "Oh yeah, we drafted Elijah Moore. He's kind of good. We should use him."
Yeah.
How long did that take?
It is something they do. And like, I mean, Michael Carter was probably our best player, but like Breece Hall wasn't on the field at all our first drive. So that, and I can't say I'm not surprised by that either. But I mean, both the running backs did pretty good. Michael Carter did drop a touchdown pass, and Breece Hall did fumble a football. But aside from that, I thought both running backs were very solid. But yeah, no, like last year, like I mean, Elijah Moore didn't score his first touchdown till like week 6, and I mean that I feel like it was like week 6 on was kind of like when they actually started using him. And I feel like they didn't really start using him as like, more of like a number 1 or 2 receiver until the last couple of weeks that he played when like Zach Wilson came back. So it's just like, I don't know. They need to just stop being so scared. And like, and then Robert Saleh comes out and says he's keeping receipts and all this stuff.
No. That's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. There's no all gas, no break because it's all fucking break. Like we're playing way too conservatively for a team that's trying to showcase their young talent. Well, we should be trying to showcase the young talent. We should be. 100%.
I think it's funny though. I think it's funny how he always says like we try to keep away the outside noise, but he's just like buying into it.
And they say
he is
saying like keep the main thing. The main thing should be winning football games, which you haven't done. So what are you keeping? What are you keeping the main thing? It seems like the main thing is just like, all this other stuff. And it's weird how like with Robert Saleh, it's like he's so, it's all gas, no break until it's, all moral victories, no actual victories. And then it's, but then on top of that, like, he very rarely like calls out anyone or calls out his players, but then he went and called out Garrett Wilson for like getting 9.5 yards on a 3rd and 10. And then he didn't even have the balls to go for it on like 4th and half a yard. Dan Smash.
How dare you? How dare you put me in a position where you need to take a risk as a head coach? Can't have that. Well, and it's like, so it's interesting the way you just described like the offense and like the, being scared to get into the pool and all that shit. Because as an entity, like even beyond like the current administration and Saleh and Joe Douglas, this has been a constant theme where it's like, the Jets defense was fucking terrible last year, right? But it was so out there that they were like, oh my God, Jonathan Taylor, 4 touchdowns. This is fucking embarrassing. Like, we can't like have this continue. And then they fixed it, right? Like they drafted well. They put those players like to immediate use and it made an immediate difference. But like not even this year or last year, every year that they're able to do that, defense sucks and they immediately turn it around. They can never figure out how to do it on offense. And it's like sad to watch from an outside perspective, man. That's like infuriating. Like, why can't they just do that on offense? I simply do not understand. Just literally employ a man who is good at doing that.
Well, I had higher hopes for LaFleur's offense this season for some reason. I was hoping that something would change his mind with Zach and the offense wouldn't be so fucking boring.
Well, that's the thing because it was all built for Zach, but Zach's not here.
Exactly. So I'm hoping that's why our offense looks very stagnant. Because I know our defense didn't play absolutely amazing, but holding the Ravens to 19, I'll take it. Because that like 3 touchdowns, we could have won the game. Could have won it. That's not too bad.
And like for most of the
but
first
our performance
half,
is poor.
For most of the first half, they were contained. It's just like, when you're on defense every play, it's gonna falter eventually. But
I think the whole half they were contained.
The New York Jets were the first team when both Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews played. They were the first team ever to hold Lamar Jackson to less than 20 rushing yards and hold Mark Andrews to less than 60 passing yards, and they still lost. They still lost for all intents.
The reason behind that is because the defense was on the field most of the time than the offense.
That's
gas. And then, and then
all gas, baby.
Man, they were gassed the fuck out.
It was the water in the dam breaks, and LaMarcus Joyner gets burnt for by Duvernay for a touchdown, and Rashad Bateman gets one. So, it's just very, very frustrating. It's just frustrating to watch because, you just keep getting told, oh, this isn't the same old Jets and things are going to be different. But, you win a game. Until then, you are the same Jets.
Who told you that specifically? Tyler Conklin?
They'll be the same old Conklin did hype up the Jets.
Yeah.
Conklin
was. No, he said that shit. He's like, we're a good team, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so the enthusiasm and the idea to grow and like learn from this, all for it. But he's saying it in a way where it's like it's our fault for thinking they stink. It's like, okay, like, sorry, like, the fuck you want us to think?
I feel like Conklin's even like, yo, as soon as Flacco's out, you'll see how good we could be.
Yeah,
I feel like that. I feel like that was
maybe I'll catch a touchdown in the third quarter instead of the.
Do you think that starting Mike White would have won that game or no?
I think Chris Streveler could have fucking could have done better than Flacco.
Of course.
Mike White could have.
Of course, you think so.
Yeah, I mean,
but Mike White could have too.
I mean, the whole by the third quarter, the whole crowd was chanting for Mike White. I think Mike White probably would have won if Mike White went in, but I think it would have at least been a little closer.
Oh man,
Flacco can't change his game. White. Flacco can't change his game to the modern game, and his game wasn't fucking phenomenal back in the day. So
like he just keeps holding on to the ball too long. Like he doesn't know when to get rid of it.
Yeah,
I was
he's that old school quarterback.
I was literally trying to watch Carl Lawson the whole game, and as soon as like he would get close, or like Jermaine Johnson, Lamar got it off in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and they didn't have Carl Lawson in enough like high leverage situations. They were like taking the field on like third downs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to
remember
he didn't play enough, nor did Bryce Huff. I was surprised Bryce Huff didn't play a lot because he was getting a lot of pressure during preseason. So I was like, why isn't he in this rotation? I don't even know how many he played.
I'm not certain. But I thought our defense was going to come out stronger than it did. Honestly, maybe it's because week one.
Yeah, apparently Jordan Whitehead's injured now.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So that means more Ashton Davis and LaMarcus Joyner. Yeah.
I knew we should have traded for Chuck Clark. Chuck Clark was making plays against us.
Should have traded for Jesse. I thought we were a fucking chance. Paul, what were you saying?
I thought we were gonna go a podcast without talking about Ashton Davis's existence, but I guess not. But what I was gonna say was, do you remember what I asked you like in the afternoon that Sunday? Because I didn't get to watch the game, right? I was doing other shit and then prepping for the Giants-Titans game. But yeah, I'm looking at the box score without any context from what happened, except like tracking fantasy players and shit. And all that. And I'm like looking at the score and I'm like, Flacco threw for like over 300 yards. Yeah, he had a pick, but like the Jets dominated in first downs. How the fuck did they like only score 9 points? And Chris Hecker's just like, oh, dude, no. Like, listen, that was garbage time. It was an absolute disgusting display. And I was like, oh. And I watched like that interception Dude, he like just looks like a scarecrow that cannot move from the like 4 cubic feet he's in, and he just like uses only his arm to throw the football to his old team.
Tom Brady has more mobility.
You're hearing all week about Joe Flacco's veteran balls that he throws. Apparently, he throws veteran balls to the other team, but
it's not like day balls,
dude. Yeah, I will say.
I mean, Flacco is last year's Big Ben. He can't move, can't do anything. Yeah. Like he's done.
Big Ben was better. Big Ben was better.
It's
way better.
Should have been his last season. Shit, man. I don't want this motherfucker on the team.
You know,
he
Flacco
should not be there. He doesn't. I highly doubt he helps Zach. I highly doubt that his insight into football helps Zach. Highly doubt it. So why is he there?
And that's not someone I would want to help Zach either.
Yeah, exactly. He won 1 Super Bowl because of his defense, and
10 years ago because he was
fucking throw.
Because he was a DPI merchant. He would just chuck the ball.
Because
I mean, maybe
Bailey fell.
Do more of that. You know, like
was
just
it
be
Champ
DPI
Bailey
merchant.
who fell during that Hail Mary against the Broncos? Was it old ass Champ Bailey who fell? Like whoever was on.
I think that last game was a corner, and then he got moved to safety the following year.
Yeah, so he fell, and a ball that could have been intercepted by anyone under the age of 30. Just like, dude, it was like a fucking like, it was like a straightaway like ball to center field, and Champ Bailey just fell. And then they won a Super Bowl because they turned off the lights. But yeah, I mean, I guess that counts, right?
Yeah. Well,
yeah. For
really,
Flacco,
the light turning off almost led to the Niners winning the Super Bowl.
That is right. I was very drunk that day.
Ravens dominated that game, and then the lights went out, and the Niners came back, and they almost came all the way up. Joe Flacco should not even have won that MVP. Jacoby Jones.
Oh hell no!
Jacoby Jones was the MVP of that game, and really that whole Super Bowl run was the Jacoby Jones extravaganza. He is the unsung hero of that Super Bowl team. Joe Flacco just did enough to not fuck it up. And he wasn't even as good as Eli Manning was the year before.
Not even fucking close, dude.
No, he was a slightly maybe a slightly better Alex Smith just because he had a better arm.
Man,
that's it.
Alex Smith is a warrior.
Alex Smith is a warrior, 100%. I'm not trying to discount Alex Smith. I'm just saying
Joe Flacco is not a warrior.
Both of them can't be quarterbacks now. Shit.
He cashed in on a remodeled bathroom, and then he turned soft. There was like a 3rd and 1 where Joe Flacco had the audacity to try a QB sneak, and like he got stood up at the line. He barely even fucking tried. It was like, I don't know. It was like watching a worm.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, Tom Brady has more mobility.
Yeah,
Tom Brady can run better than fucking Flacco, and that's ridiculous.
Make its last movement.
I'm pretty sure Joe Flacco had to like douche his asshole after that game.
I can think about all these teams with like QB problems like this, like the Jets having Zach Wilson now, the Cowboys having Dak, and it's like, where the fuck is Blaine Gabbert? He would be very helpful in these scenarios because he's better than all these employed backups.
I would take Geno right now. You see fucking Geno Monday night?
I would.
You believe it right now. Geno is currently the best quarterback.
I'm not really surprised. Like, I always thought Geno was like decent.
He decent. Okay.
He likes being the underdog. He likes being the underdog.
Oh yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
They wrote
his quote after the game.
That Seahawks game, Broncos game was basically like, all right, we finally got rid of Russell Wilson. Now we can actually ball out because we're tired of dealing with this shit.
We got rid of this loser.
Not gonna lie, the Seahawks O-line actually wanted to protect Geno. That was wild.
Yo, my heart is rooting for Geno Smith 100%. It would be so funny if the Seahawks won that division. Like fuck a Trey Lance.
Oh, that would be fucking hilarious.
You know, Rams would be.
Fuck a one-armed Matthew Stafford and fuck a and
is
fuck
it his left arm?
Yeah,
he has to throw lefty now. Basically, it is his throwing arm. So I'm saying basically he has to switch hands.
Yeah,
he probably throw better lefty than he was throwing with his right hand.
Look, if there's any quarterback that can muscle through it, I think it's Stafford. I just don't know what the fuck happened to him against the Bills, man.
Shit, he's done it before with dislocated shoulder.
I do.
Yeah,
you got fucking pancake, dude.
He did get fucked up during the Bills game. He did, but I was still rooting for the Rams, man.
Oh yeah,
I was
big
rooting
time.
for the Rams.
I
don't want to
too.
see the Bills win that.
I know you were because you picked the Rams. So did Hecker.
Yeah, whoops. I also bet money on the Rams.
Oh damn!
I won week 1, baby. Week 1. I'm gonna continue my streak.
Yeah, you did win week 1. So let's go over the week 1 picks right now. So the first game we had, well, I'll just say the records right now. So I got 5. Hecker got 3. Justin got 6.
Yeah, buddy.
And last.
So I can hold up. I already made my picks for week 2. I added Paul because I'm sure Paul's gonna make some picks too.
Oh yeah. By the way, I pick. I know I wasn't here last time, so I pick every team that actually won. So yeah, perfect score.
Nice.
I absolutely knew that the 49ers were gonna blow a fucking 12-point lead or a 10-point lead, or I can't do math. That they were going to give up 12 points in the fourth quarter for me to lose my work bet.
You know what's fucked up? I picked the tie, the previous game, and I should have called it for the next game because I picked the tie for the Pats Dolphins, and I should have picked it for Texans Colts, which was the next game. I'm like, I was so close.
I'm counting.
If you call a tie, it should be 2. It should be 2 points.
It should be like 3 points.
The Houston Texans won and are in first place in that division, and I will not be told that's a Texans win.
I think the wildest win was fucking McPherson's kick getting blocked by the Steelers, and the Steelers fucking beating the Bengals. That was wild.
That was a crazy game. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was interesting because the Steelers defense, that was the only part of the game that was magnificent. Every other portion, the Bengals pretty much, although their defense was all right, and then the Steelers, everything else was just a fucking circus. It was I really just wanted them to lose so I could laugh at everyone in the city, but can't have that. Mitch Trubisky, clearly the best quarterback in that division. You heard me here first. No, I do give Burrow credit. I do think that any quarterback I've seen in my lifetime or root for in my lifetime would probably get blown out in that game from the way he was just hitting the ground. It's more of the same from last year. That poor kid, man. He just gets his ass beat and he's still amazing, even though he turns it over because, his O-line they're basically fucking giving the defensive backs a reservation. Okay, would you like to sack our quarterback? Here you go. Fucking kill him, dude. He's gonna try and throw the football.
He's getting the Andrew Luck treatment. He's getting the Andrew Luck treatment, but I don't think he's gonna retire early. I hope not. I hope they're smarter.
The thing is, man,
build up their own line.
That's the only thing making them not a sure thing to return to the Super Bowl is that glaring problem. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, because their offense is pretty phenomenal. Other than that,
yes, you got woman uppercutter Joe Mixon. You got Jamar Chase.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. You got Tyler Boyd.
T. You got T too. T Higgins could do work. 100%.
Yeah. He's injured though, right?
Yeah, last week.
On most teams.
Oh yeah. 100%. But he's got Jamar Chase ahead of him.
Right.
Jamar Chase.
I hope the fuck them hoes free Watson fans are still at this game next week.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna. So if you would have asked me before Sunday, I would have said that like probably like a 90 to 95% chance that I'm gonna go to the Jets Browns game. You know, it's only like, now I think I'm down to like 20 to 25% chance I go.
Yo, Deshaun Watson was playing. I'd come up there too.
But I do. I kind of want to go and fight some like weirdos now that with their so we're gonna 30% chance that I go, and I'll keep you guys updated on my percentages of going.
Justin, if you go, record it, or Paul, if you go, record it.
Yeah, well, Paul, you're gonna.
I'll go there with the Watson jersey.
Yes.
Tim Couch jersey.
Yeah.
No,
that works.
No, wait. I'll bust out a Johnny Manziel.
Yo, I knew that was coming.
Oh no.
I knew that was coming.
All right,
dude. There was a time pre-COVID.
They're both number two. You could just like put duct tape over it.
Paul, what did you just say?
Come on.
I said there was a time pre-COVID where every thrift store had a Johnny Manziel jersey on display. Everyone.
Yeah, the one
they probably still do.
The one I got
it's like
the year he won my fantasy league. I found it in a Kohl's for like $5.
Hey.
Oh, dude, that's too much for a Johnny Manziel jersey in Kohl's.
Yeah, right.
Best fantasy prize I've ever won, and I got paid last year.
Dude, we took Justin's bait, dude. We didn't even resist. He mentioned it and we let him slide. Justin, enough. We're gonna civilly tell you, please refrain from doing this. Things are already dark. We don't need to fucking discuss this anymore.
I'm just trying to give the Browns fans a little bit of a hope, you know.
No, they got, too bad number 2 ain't gonna be suiting up this week.
No,
or number 4.
It's funny.
Or numbers.
It's funny how like everyone's like, oh no, we lost Baker, we disrespected, like, because there's the Browns fans who are like, oh, we have a rapist now, and like we gave Baker the boot, and he was our best quarterback in the longest time. And then you have the Deshaun Watson apologists or the Deshaun Watson apologists who are just like, oh, we don't care, blah blah blah. And then it's like it's fucking Jacoby Beef Brisket who comes through and is like, I'm gonna win a Browns opener. Put some respect on that man's name right now.
Right.
One thing, maybe next week I'll put some respect on Jacoby Brisket's name, although probably not. But one thing I was not planning on doing coming into the podcast was putting any respect on Jacoby Brisket's name, because you know what? This is a must-win game, week 2, and I'm sorry. If you're the Jets, if you can't beat Jacoby Barbecue Brisket, then go home.
We can't. He's better than Flacco. Yeah. He's better than Flacco.
And I don't think we're going to win because we're playing Flacco again. Like, that's how bad he is.
Yeah.
Why should I think a game with Flacco against Myles Garrett and like the Browns front seven is going to be any different than what we just saw?
Plus the Browns fans have seen Flacco a bunch, so they have their insults ready. They know how to really get under his skin. It'll be I'm sure it'll be fine.
Honestly, I feel like there are very few active quarterbacks I would take with Flacco over.
Yeah, 0.
I'm talking about second string, third strings on other teams.
Maybe
I would still take them over Flacco.
Would you take Flacco?
We have one now.
Flacco.
Sorry, what? Repeat.
We have one now. His name is Chris Streveler.
Chris Streveler belongs on an active NFL roster.
I wish it was ours.
Our active NFL roster. The Jets don't have the fucking balls. If they had any balls, Chris Streveler would have started week 1, and he'd be starting he would definitely be starting week 2 after that.
Imagine we won
racial performance
with Streveler. Oh,
with Streveler, yo, that'd be fucking amazing. That would have been absolutely. Imagine Streveler.
I could have seen the gameplay way better. The gameplay would have been way better.
Imagine had more rushing yards.
Yeah, it would have been at least fun to watch. Anyway,
it would have been a lot of fun.
We have a commercial break to get to. And we'll be back to talk a little more about game planning against the Cleveland Browns with Joe Flacco in 2022.
Oh,
I'm sorry you had to say that.
Yeah, hot take. I couldn't say this on while we were recording. But hot take about the Deshaun thing.
Video, so
we are recording.
Well, fuck the video. Don't give a shit about that.
It'll be on.
It's gonna be on YouTube.
Fuck it. Hot fucking take here. All these
wait. We got hot take Justin. That's what we should change Justin's name to.
If I was one of them, I'd like, yo, you're showing you're like, I'm gonna take you for your money. I'm gonna take you for your money right now. Take a settlement for a couple mil, and you're gonna pay it. Why? Because this would happen. Like, why did it take this long? How are there so many women this has happened to? It's taken this long before this. Like, he hasn't paid a single dollar to anyone. Not a single one. How?
Oh wait, so we're putting this on YouTube?
Yeah, fuck it. Yo,
you're gonna get flagged.
Look, I'm not. Well, I'm not saying. I'm not saying what he did was right. No. Hot take.
No. I'm just asking because I'm
fucking long.
I'm wondering if we cursed in the first minute because that's a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
The first minute of YouTube.
Yeah, I want to say we made it through the first minute, but I'll go back and check the tape.
Yeah, because they demonetized for that. So instead of making $0, we'll make $0.
Well, that's a shame.
Fuckity fuck. Yeah. All I'm saying is that it took way too long for this to be found out about Deshaun Watson. Like, come on.
I mean, it's just like, I believe that it happened. I don't think like
100%.
Like,
yes.
Like so it's one of those things where it's like, yes, innocent until proven guilty, but like you can see with his body, like if someone straight up like, no, that didn't happen, the fuck are you talking about? And they're like beating around the bush. You're like, okay, man, like did you really like ask some girl to put her thumb in your ass? Like, man, like how is it like how are NFL players and like athletes and celebrities and actors, how are they unable to find a consenting adult?
Yes, exactly.
On their own time, even if it's for money, even if it's for agreed transaction, who cares? They have to just go bother someone at work. They're gonna be like, so I'm gonna jerk off in your place of employment. Like, dude, like just go fucking, get an escort. Like, people respect that now. Well, at least I do. Like, fucking two consenting adults, transaction done. Who cares?
Paid millions of dollars. Go ahead, spend a couple grand to go jerk off in front of your masseuse.
Yeah.
Like, and apparently he wasn't really getting fucking rubbed down anyways.
Yeah, I would imagine not, because Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, it's just, fucking
it's retarded. It's absolutely retarded. Absolutely retarded. I don't understand how it's taken this long for us to find out about it, because none of these women got paid. Not a single one. At least when the politicians and shit start diddling help, they at least pay off the help.
Yeah. It's alarming.
No, they should have got paid. I'm sorry. If that happened to me, I'd be like, okay, I'ma sue you right now. Or give me a couple mil, and I'll just shut up.
Yeah. And also, it's like it's so nuts, like how many degrees of like issues this is like causing. Obviously, like first and foremost, the people who like that shit happen to, like they should get their money, right? But then it's also causing a ripple amongst Ravens fans, because Lamar Jackson's like, nah, you gave this fucking pervert like this much money, nah, like you have to pay me. I was an MVP, dude. Like, and I mean, he's right. That's what I would say if I were in his position.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. You can't use molestation as a cause to get paid more. Unfortunately,
I mean, you can,
or
just like
non-molestation.
yeah, Unfortunately, you can't. It just doesn't work that way. But Lamar 100% deserves to get paid more than Deshaun Watson. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the NFL.
They got the money.
And we're back with All Gas No Break. All right. So we play the Browns in Cleveland. They just unveiled their new logo. It's like an elf or something on midfield. If we're not,
it looks weird.
I didn't catch that.
Oh,
the Browns have an elf as a mascot?
Like,
dude, it's a bootleg Keebler elf in like the center of their grass. I kid you not.
Why?
Yeah.
How's that brown?
It's I don't know.
I'd prefer they put a black person out there. It would be it'd be controversial as shit, but an elf?
Dude, just use one of the Lord of the Rings elves that everyone is mad about online.
Yeah.
So my precious.
Jets aren't like, if the Jets aren't like, taking a piss all over that logo at the end of that game, it's a fucking problem. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to beat the Browns.
Wait, yes, there is. Flacco starting.
Yeah, that's the only reason. It's stupid.
It boggles my mind. Why? Like, how do you look Flacco? You're like, that's my guy. He's got it. Even with Zach out, like, all right, say we lose 4 games straight. Why start Flacco? What benefit does that? How does that benefit the team at all?
I think what they're trying to do, Jets, it's not good, but I think what they're trying to do is, I think they're trying to kick this can down the road even further, so that no one can be on the hot seat for anything that happens this year, because you start Joe Flacco for 3 games. By the time Zach Wilson comes back, your season's already over because September's over. You haven't won a game again.
Yeah.
You're 0-12 in your last 4 Septembers or whatever the record is. And then, it's just another year of the process. And then, next year's the year we'll be competitive. And the year after that's when we'll push for the playoffs. So don't fire any of us until like 2025 at the earliest. I think that's what
we've been hearing that for a decade.
They're trying to.
We've been hearing that for a decade.
And down the road.
That's
all it is. They're down the road. They're afraid to rip the Band-Aid off. They're afraid to find out what they have in their franchise quarterback that they drafted and in their team, really. So they're just like, honestly, old man.
I thought Salah would be
social fuck.
I thought Salah would be that change.
Well, all right. So do you think this is week 1 overreactions, or let's say we win next week? Does all this shit clear up or no?
I think it. Look,
it doesn't clear up because we still have Flacco 2 more weeks.
Well,
hopefully,
hopefully not.
Week 4 against Pittsburgh. That's the earliest he's supposed to.
Well, that's the earliest, right? Yeah. That's the earliest he could come back.
And then
as much as I hate to,
latest is, I don't know why we should believe anything the Jets coaches or medical staff tells us about injuries, because they're never right or true.
Yeah, like who?
You know what? I don't even think Adam Gase lied.
I don't understand who they lying to though. Who are they lying even against the Jets? Like, oh shit, no,
themselves and also us.
like, there's no point. Like,
period.
coaches lie about that shit so the other team doesn't fucking game plan.
Usually, yeah.
Properly.
Usually that's how it is, but it was all over the place.
And why did he come out and say that he's out until week 4? Why not do the same? Why not do the same dog and
say, he might. Look. Just say it like this. Okay, we're not sure. We're not updated yet on what the doctors are saying. We're keeping it week to week. That's all you have to say.
Yes. Don't say he's likely back week 1 because it's a minor injury. That's all you had to say from the beginning. I want to know what doctor said it's a minor injury first, and then it escalated to a 4-week injury. He should be fired right away.
Doctor, dude.
We fired our team doctors like not too long ago.
Don't you follow all the WebMD guys that are, on Jets Twitter or Yankees Twitter or any sports fan?
The guy who diagnosed Zach.
The guys who are all wrong.
Thankfully, I don't have a fucking Twitter.
Listen.
No, you need one. You need one.
I hate to say this, boys. I really do hate to say this because I never like agreeing with such a grotesque man, but you got to be like Jerry Jones in this scenario. Your trained medical staff says 6 to 8 weeks minimum. Nah, Dak will be back in 4 after they already released the information. I sure
You're right.
I am dealing with Cooper Rush.
It would be better than it would show a little more balls than what the Jets organization's showing right now.
Yeah, but the Johnsons are all bitches. The Johnsons would never do that. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No.
That shit kills me. It's his throwing hand too that's broken. He's like, nah, 4 weeks, it's fine.
Yeah. It's just a thumb. Don't worry about it.
That's 2 months he's been out since the injury.
Yeah.
Right.
He's gonna I honestly thought Dak might have a good season this year just because they're playing another easy schedule. No, they're playing another easy schedule. And last season, look, he won me my fucking fantasy. So
Do you ever watch Dak?
I do.
And I don't. And I watched it the first time on Sunday night, thoroughly. And I was like, okay, I think I understand.
Look, Dak's not elite. He's not elite. I think he could have one elite year.
These are what the optimistic Cowboy fans that I know here say.
Oh,
man, we knew we were gonna suck after the second year we kept Dak.
Oh, that's what you're saying now?
That's all they say. So pretty much they're out on Dak since 2017.
I don't believe that.
The optimistic ones, not the ones that are cheering Super Bowl every fucking year. The Cowboy fans that are actually smart.
That are realistically optimistic.
Right.
You say that?
Okay.
Because wouldn't the optimistic fans be the ones who are like, "Oh, it's her there. We're gonna win the Super Bowl"?
Yeah, those are the ones that like Dak is an elite quarterback. He's like the next Tom Brady. No, just no.
Okay, the realistic fans.
Yeah,
that's what I should say.
And
the next diet, Kyle Orton, but not to derail this conversation.
No, Dak's not that bad. Dak's not that bad. Damn. He's not that.
I'm just saying Kyle Orton's good. No, but something about MetLife Stadium and medical personnel just doesn't gel. Do you think if we made fake degrees, right? Like fake doctorates and just applied, be like, hey, I'm a doctor. I can train your staff on the New York Giants and or Jets. They'd probably be like, oh, sweet. Yeah. Okay, dude. Can I see your degree? It's just on printer paper, Photoshop. Oh, perfect. Dude, awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised if any New York team,
guys, and everyone that we like would always be healthy, and everyone we don't like would always be injured. So
I think Flacco has CTE. You can't play.
Garrett was a torn ACL because we need him out. But Flacco gets a little dinged up. He's not going to clear concussion protocol for the next 17 weeks.
I thought you were going to say 27 weeks. Man.
Yeah. And that information couldn't pop up because they asked him about if Flacco got hit a lot week 1 and 11 times or something like that, and they were like, so I think it was Rich Samini. He asked if Flacco had any injuries at all, and he was like, no, he's fine. I'm like, oh, okay. So are we gonna find out Sunday morning, or is there hope that he might not play?
If they say
I don't know if he's bullshitting or not. I can't tell anymore.
I don't think they ever gave any serious consideration to benching Flacco for Mike White or any of them.
Oh no,
they didn't. But I don't know what to believe.
When Zach got injured initially, I'm sorry, like you'll have to familiarize me again. Who was that third string quarterback that you guys love and are upset? You just mentioned him, like
Chris Traveler.
So was he already released when Zach got hurt?
No. He's still playing another game.
Traveler was on.
He got released. He got released after Zach got hurt.
Okay, so like, tell me about that, because that, like, given the situation now, I'm sure at the time that shit's got to be enraging.
It is pretty.
It's enraging that they didn't release Flacco. Like, I just don't understand what they see in Flacco. Traveler had a great preseason. Mike White had a great one game last season. I would take either of those two for the first 4 games.
The reason they love Flacco was all throughout training camp. And training camp, he looked phenomenal. But at the same time, you're just playing your defense.
Yeah.
And he was playing the second team defense until Zach got. And also, like
Flacco's been washed his entire career. Get him out.
He's in the Jets now for like 3 years, and he still hasn't won a single game that he started.
Joe Flacco, COVID quarterback.
Yo, Josh McCown could have fucking won more games in the past 2 seasons with us than fucking Flacco.
Flacco is like, the reason they love Flacco is because first Joe Douglas traded a draft pick to get him in 2020, and then he gave him money. That is why they.
Yeah, that was stupid.
This is like a real Aaron Hicks scenario where it's like the GM is like,
I invested in you, so you have to.
I can't embarrass myself.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yo, fuck the Johnsons with that. Honestly.
That's why Aaron Hicks batting 9th tonight, because Brian Cashman's like, oh no, it's fine. I didn't make a bad decision. Sorry, just
that's why.
Yeah, well, he always does that.
But it's poor business. It's fucking poor business. Like
I've noticed. It's not good. It's not good for the product, Justin.
You made a fucking terrible decision. Just own up to it. That's it. Nah, I can't.
Yeah, but honestly, they have too much pride to do that.
If a GM was just like, yeah, that was a fucking stupid decision. I'm cutting him though. Like, you would respect that, right?
Yes,
like Mekhi Becton over Tristan Wirfs. I saw Tristan Wirfs jump out of a pool onto the ledge. I was like, all right, any player that's a wrestler in college, at least that's an O-lineman or a lineman, is always physically healthier and more athletic than whoever you're picking that's not.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mekhi Becton never looked like
just because of core strength, and I've seen that with not Connor McGovern that we have, but the other one. I've seen that with Tristan Wirfs. I've seen that with there's a bunch of alignment.
That used to be wrestlers.
They stand strong.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
In college, not high school. Yeah. In college.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, college wrestling is big difference. Big difference in high school. 100%. But that's in the trenches. That's fucking wrestling. You're grappling. You're trying to control another fucking human being. That's wrestling. 100%.
So
and that's
I don't know what the deal with Becton is going to be.
I'm still high on Becton. If you could be healthy for a fucking season, I think.
I mean, I'm not giving up. I'm not saying I'm giving up on Becton. I mean, he still has 2 more years or one more year on his rookie contract. If they put a franchise tag on him, then 2. But I mean. Shit. I don't know what it is like. Does he just have? Is it the same like injury that he had before?
Different leg. I think.
Pretty
same, but a different injury.
Oh, I thought it was a different knee.
Okay.
Or it might have been a different knee. I
don't know, but it doesn't. Knee injuries aren't good for someone his fucking size at all. At fucking all.
Yeah, because he's what, like 6'7", 6'8", and like 350.
Yeah, the man's a fucking monster. But he's got to be healthy. Like that's something he has to do on the off season constantly. And I know during this past off season, a lot of people gave him shit for like, oh, he wasn't around and he didn't show up to the fucking OTAs and whatnot. And I'm like, all right, I supported him. I supported him through it because because she was having a baby. I'm like, I was like, no, all these Jets fans are wild. No, he'll be healthy.
So two things I want to bring up is the O-line. The O-line. Now they're switching George Fant back and forth. I understand why he struggled at left tackle. And what was the deal with Dwayne Brown? Because like, didn't he get a physical before we brought him in? And I don't even know how he got injured.
I think it was
like they never said
practice, or
it was just during practice. He got a shoulder injury.
His old age.
What, Carl Lawson just smacking the shit out of him? I don't know what it was.
Old age, man. Old age.
Old age, because I know he's like 37. So I guess that makes sense. But as soon as he came to the Jets, he got injured.
They needed to do more to keep. They needed to do more about depth for the O-line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, going into the offseason,
that bad.
Max Mitchell didn't look bad at all.
Yeah, he was a pleasant.
I was surprised. I was very surprised.
Because I really didn't expect much out of him, being like a 5th round pick, being like thrown into the fire at like the last minute for your first like NFL.
Oh, put some respect on his name. 4th round pick.
My apologies, Max Mitchell. I know you're watching and listening.
And or listening.
Yes. All right. Well, I guess we should probably talk a little bit about what the game plan should be to try to beat the Browns. I don't know if there is an avenue to winning a football game with Joe Flacco as a starter in 2022. There probably is not. But I imagine
there is. We've seen it a decade ago. Our defense just needs a couple of pick sixes and just needs to hold them down to only 10 points. That's it.
Yeah, and we need Ray Lewis.
That and just make use of your running backs. What could go wrong?
We need to resurrect Joe McKnight to block a punt for us.
Damn. Yeah, they need to use Breece Hall more. Breece Hall was not used as much.
Yeah, that's what Paul was saying. 100%. Our running backs should be.
Because we threw the ball like 59 times the whole game.
Yeah, which is wild.
Which is nuts. And you only had 300 yards. That's like all right. You should have had 600 yards throwing it 59 yards. Or 59 times.
Don't play a quarterback at all, because let's be real, if the quarterback is Joe Flacco, there's not as much consequence. And just line up Braxton Berrios, Breece Hall, and
run the triple option, Braxton, Breece, and Michael Carter, and run the triple.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna run pistol all game.
Yeah, but basically, I mean, realistically, I guess just run the fuck out of the ball to the opposite side of Myles Garrett. And try and get, and just, you just gotta, I would, anytime you're passing, I would be in the shotgun. I'm not allowing Joe Flacco to take 3-step drops, just in the shotgun and
hell no.
Just quick fucking passes, get the ball to your playmakers in space. It's not rocket appliances, people. That's all you really got to do. Defensively, you really don't have to change much. I thought, the defense played pretty well against Baltimore, and I expect the defense to do just as well, if not better, against, fucking Jacoby Brissett.
Should be better.
As long as you
be better. I'm hoping they get a touchdown.
It's going to be a test for them because, they did a good we had the worst rush defense in the league last year, but we did a pretty good job of stopping the Ravens. We kept Lamar Jackson in check. We kept their 3rd, 4th string running back pretty in check. But we need
I was gonna say we that wasn't really Chubb and Hunt are gonna be testing our defense a lot more than Lamar and fucking
so you need to
Drake.
You need to find a way to stop them. And
basically,
but it's the same concept as last game. You just got to get your fucking put the game in the quarterback's hands and force to make some throws. I mean, Lamar made some throws when he needed to. I don't know if Jacoby Brissett's gonna do that.
I was saying, this is the year Lamar shows off his passing QB skills, and he did show it off against us.
He won an MVP once,
He did. Yeah. What was it, 2019?
Hey, I'm just saying, all these fucking Lamar haters say that he can't throw. Nah, that motherfucker.
To balance it out.
You saw that bomb. Actually, you didn't see that bomb.
Yes, Bateman. Fuck yeah.
Justin, you were probably blacked out when he threw that bomb.
I was blacked out, but I had to watch all fucking recap. I watched a lot of Jets footage after.
I was unconscious for that. Probably a good thing.
It's basically the defense, the same concept with the first game. It's play the same way you did, but you just need to hope that the offense balances it out.
Yeah. Hope the offense.
So it keeps them off the field.
No.
Because the defense was all gassed out, even though there were some players that were making plays like DJ Reed.
No.
Like you still need.
Yeah, the defense was all gassed, no breaks. They didn't get any breaks. They got tired.
If I was coaching the Jets
this whole time, we've been bamboozled again.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if I was coaching the Jets, the defense would be running suicides half of the week just so they get up to stamina.
What are you, Joe Judge?
No. Look, they
dude.
They need
it's a good idea, dude. You should do it.
Yep, they need the stamina. I'm sorry. The offense is going to be out there for 20 minutes during the game. So the defense needs to hold them off for the rest of the game. They need their stamina. So I'm saying for half the fucking week, you work on your stamina, you chill out. Not chill out for the rest of the week, but
Justin,
you work regular practice.
Can I run something by you, my friend?
And hopefully come Sunday, they can last most of the game. Hopefully.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let me run something by you. Justin, you're a random Jet, right? You're like a year one or year two, you're on the defense, right? Let's say you're a random linebacker.
Oh God.
So the defense, improves. The defense does like the best job out of everyone, against the Ravens. And your coach tells you that you have to run suicides to get your stamina up because that guy, as he points to Joe Flacco, is willingly given the start. How do you feel? Do you just ask for a trade?
No. If I'm CJ Lawson, I'm hitting the red shirt during practice. I'm making sure. I'd be like, oh my bad, Flacco. Shit, I'm injured. Fuck.
I don't know if he's thinking about TJ Mosley.
Listen, if Myles Garrett were to ever fight a quarterback again with his helmet as a weapon, it would be now would be a good time.
Carl's middle name is Johnson, so you're good.
Oh, there you go. It worked.
PJ.
Yeah, I'm also.
But honestly, Paul, that's the way I look at it. I'd probably be fired that day because it'd be absolutely ridiculous that Flacco's still starting. But hey.
Listen, man, Joe Judge tried that, and let me tell you what happened after. Actually, Joe Judge did that and started a worse quarterback than Joe Flacco and Mike Lennon. It was like the darkest times of my life, dude. I was like, I can't fucking watch this shit anymore. You gotta fucking being like, I made them run lines, but I will make no adjustments or try to win with any decision that's within my power. That's what would happen. Like, don't.
They're not going to make any offensive changes.
I like when I was surprised when they ran Jake.
Exactly.
What's his name? Jake Fromm.
Jake
sounds like a fucking Starbucks. Like, let me get a Jake Fromm. He sucks at quarterbacks. But yeah, man, that's
extra Fromm on the top.
Like I was saying, you would hope that Myles Garrett would, decide to assault a quarterback randomly for no reason with his helmet again.
I'd be down for that.
Hopefully hopefully that means he gets ejected from the game and takes Joe Flacco out of the game.
Yeah, not only that game, but possibly the next game for concussion protocol. Yes, let's go, Myles Garrett.
Isn't it fucked up that that's the wet dream of what could happen?
You just want Joe Flacco to get killed.
That's our game plan.
Yes.
Man, that's gonna be crazy.
Yo,
hey, they did that. We did that to
NFL.
them the last time. I remember when. Who was it? Trevor Simeon when he got injured, and then we injured.
Then Luke Falk.
What's his name? He was playing for the Giants, right? Tyrod Taylor. And
Tyrod
and he got injured. Baker Mayfield came in and it just killed us.
That's right. And we also killed Tyrod.
I was at that game
in that preseason game. But anywho, Paul, you want to give us your quick recap of the Giants game? I didn't get to watch it.
Is Saquon back, Paul? Is Saquon back?
Oh, dude, I mean, you have eyes. Both visually in what you saw.
Did you not see it?
And like you could read numbers, right? We can read numbers.
So he might be the only running back to say I'm in shape and I'm about to prove everybody wrong and actually do it.
Wait, AP said the same. AP when he come back from the fucking his Achilles shit, he said he could do it. He said he could do it.
Here's the thing. Obviously, like, you know, you think about things like, oh, Saquon's not scoring touchdowns. Like, that was a problem last year. Wide receivers not scoring touchdowns. We had fucking 2 wide receiver tutties, I believe, in the year 2021 for the New York Giants. Fucking embarrassing. But, like, you know, and obviously I'm guilty of this, right? Like, oh, like, why isn't Saquon? Why isn't this? And obviously we know how bad the coaching staff with Joe Judge was. We know how bad the decision-making with David Gettleman, the fact that they didn't even know they were, like, facing salary cap issues until the league was like, yo, guys, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like, embarrassing all around. But it's like, when you see this immediate, like, the Giants have a lot to do, like, work to do. Like, don't get it twisted. But to see the immediate, like, hey, I can do this. I'm Saquon Barkley, or hey, I'm Sterling Shepard. I'm going to score a touchdown. Things that didn't happen the entire season. Like, can you really, like, judge those individual players with what they were given? Because it seems like there was a clear issue, right? So that was the most impressive thing. The game started off, you know, we're down pretty much 2 scores. It's like, oh, here we fucking go again. This is just unsalvageable. But, dude, guess what happened? Something I haven't seen in fucking 4.5 to 5 years. Adjustments at halftime. It seems like they went into the locker room and discussed some shit and changed some things and were able to come back. That's why when people like Stephen Muller, friend of the program, was like, "Oh, you guys won because of a missed kick." It's like, well, we're down 13-0, and we decided to make adjustments. And you know, Saquon is, like, definitely the MVP of that game. Honestly, man, it really is on Daniel Jones, because he had an interception, a pretty bad one, like, thrown behind in the end zone, mind you, and then he had a lost fumble. Honestly, that could have been, like, you know, we could have won by 10 points with, you know, without that shit happening. So if he actually does his job and protects the football, there'll be good things happening. But yeah, I mean, Saquon's certainly back. You know, and O'Shane Jimenez actually really impressed me with, you know, his work, like, you know, in the secondary, especially with, like, Kayvon Thibodeau back. So, like, you did injured. So, like, you don't have that pass rush that you were initially expecting. And then, you know, Andrew Thomas was killing it on the O-line. Like, you saw all these players who, you know, are talented that really didn't have much to work with because there was no leadership in the coaching staff really pushing it forward. So, yeah, I don't like, and dude, like, I was actually talking with Red Paul about it, and we both kind of agree. We're just like, yo, when they called that, like, we fucking hated it because we're like, oh God, why not just tie the game in this scenario? But once we saw, like, Saquon, like, hit those first 2 defenders and leave them, like, you know, we're just like, yo, yes, best decision ever. And it really is, like, it really is a difference. And yeah, like, dude, you know, the Giants definitely played sloppy. But they picked it up in the second half. They made adjustments, and, you know, there's shit to work with, especially with new leadership. And I don't think the Titans are a bad team. I see a lot of Titan fans criticizing Ryan Tannehill. It's like, dude, Ryan Tannehill was the reason you guys almost won that game. He's not the problem.
Yeah,
he's
100%.
actually a phenomenal quarterback.
Derrick Henry wasn't doing work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I forget what point in the game it was, but it was. I'm not sure if we had made it one score or we were still down 2 scores, but there was a 3rd and 1, and they just threw it. They just they just kind of handed it off to the tight end instead of Derrick Henry. And I think even the announcer was like,
"We got to get to a break." Sorry, but that was very Adam Gase of him to give it to that was like when we handed Trayvon Wesco instead of like Le'Veon Bell, and then I think that was the day that Le'Veon Bell ended up like asking for a trade and getting cut, or he liked Joe Caparoso's tweet about how he should be traded, and then he was cut shortly after.
Yeah.
But Le'Veon Bell is back. He won his boxing match against Adrian Peterson. Did not
yeah, that was crazy.
That's one of those things where I read and I'm like, yo, boxing is just literally the Super Smash Brothers of real life right now.
It really fucking is. Jake Paul wants to fucking fight Anderson Silva. Fucking hell.
I need to see.
Wild.
Yeah.
Do you think
But
Jake Paul would fight anyone? Like, do you think Jake Paul
that's in their prime? Hell no, he's a bitch.
No, I was gonna say would fight anyone that he wouldn't have some agreement to like make it look like a tie. Because let's be real.
Oh no,
we all know Floyd should have murdered him. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like, I don't blame Floyd for making a payday. It's like, yo, he's retired, whatever. Like, he doesn't care that more on him. But like we all know,
Floyd.
Well, he knocked him the fuck out. He had to hold him up,
and he held him up 100%. Jake was going down.
Oh, yeah, that is right. I can actually remember that.
Floyd's like, no. This is continuing. Come on, I'm making my money.
Yeah, bro. I didn't breach contract. That's on you, bitch. I didn't hit you that hard.
Yeah. That's probably exactly what it threw out of his fucking head. He's like, come on, that was an easy hit. Any boxer can take that.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, fucking wear your stupid fucking Charizard card. It's fine.
You guys want to do pick?
Payday? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a question for Paul about the Giants first.
Do you want to cut back real quick?
Yeah. We're rolling.
Okay, we're rolling. All right, Wunderbar. Paul, is Saquon out after this season?
Sure. Boy.
So I saw that he's willing to restructure his contract. If the Giants, I mean,
it ends this season. I'm pretty sure.
I have Aaron Judge like shit like in my head where it's like I'm thinking about free agency and shit. No. So Saquon Barkley said that he'd be willing to talk extension with the Giants. He's very willing if they'd have him, which is a good sign. And after that first game, I'm definitely down.
That is a good sign. That's a very good sign. Very good sign. If I was Saquon, I'd be out. Bro. I'd be out. That team still needs a lot of building, and he's in his prime. He could go to a team
after that 2-point conversion, that emotion, like he was like that entire team was like, like there was a light, there was a fucking beacon in as that like fucking, lame as that sounds, like, there was some sort of characteristics and hope and enthusiasm within that team. I haven't seen that shit in years since the boat, dude. Since the fucking boat.
If that continues throughout the season, I could see him staying. But I think he should leave any team. If he continues this way, well, he's not going to get 164 yards every fucking game. But if he continues dominating, any team will take him.
The biggest problem right now is shedding Kenny Golladay, and I hate to say it like that, but we need a true number one because our supporting receiving core is very good. Sterling Shepard, glad to see him after his injury, fan favorite. Fucking James Ritchie stepping it up. He did really well. And then we have, unfortunately, Wan'Dale Robinson tweaked his knee. Hopefully he's okay. And then, if Kadarius Toney like chills and is like, does what he's supposed to do, it should be fine. But yeah, I'll say my awards to that game go to Saquon, obviously, Andrew Thomas, Shane Jimenez, and then Brian DeBoll for sure. So
that's one way to
pleasantly surprised.
Brian DeBoll might be a big reason why he stays too.
It's not Brian DeBall, it's Brian DeBalls from now on.
I was gonna say
Dayball.
And
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, Kenny Galladay might be the worst signing y'all have right now.
Oh,
yeah. We also have a bad signing too, and I think that's Corey Davis.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's not as bad as Galladay.
I don't think
last year
Corey Davis shouldn't be the number one receiver easily.
Yeah, it should be Garrett Wilson.
Yes, I'd easily put him behind Garrett, and maybe he can drop further if. No, I'm not even gonna go there. No,
Corey Wilson is wide receiver 3.
I can see Garrett Wilson at least halfway through the season becoming number 1. Shit, after this week, I think he'll be number 1. Elijah Moore is good, but they don't feature him enough. And I think he's definitely a good number 2 for a good team, like at least at a good wide receiver core is what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Garrett Wilson is bigger and plays bigger than Elijah Moore.
Yes.
So he's probably more suitable as number 1 because he go up and contort his body in like all sorts of weird ways. He has great. Elijah Moore.
One thing I noticed about him too, Garrett Wilson. Well, Elijah Moore too. Both of them, and they have similar characteristics, just not physically. But Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore get open. They create space and they can catch the ball. Corey Davis cannot.
No, he's bumming it like fucking Flacco.
Simple.
He barely gets open, and when he does, he like shits his pants and can't hold on to the football.
Mm-hmm.
Trade him for a sack of bricks. I don't even care at this point.
Yeah,
I wish.
After this season, we get rid of him. So shit, I'll just trade him now. Fuck it.
I think at the very beginning of Zach Wilson's career, he might have done more harm than good to his development. Because Zach was always just like Corey Davis.
Yeah,
and I think Braxton Berrios is a better receiver than Corey Davis.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, man. Corey Davis is number 3 at best. Like even that's debatable.
More Berrios.
Braxton in the offense more
because Berrios can do. He's on special teams also. So I'll keep Berrios over Corey Davis any day.
Berrios is a feisty ass motherfucker, man. 100%.
Real quick.
If we had someone who could target him well, he could be similar to fucking Welker.
Yeah, that
similar.
I don't know, that's kind
similar.
of
Not up there. Not up there. Not up there.
Close.
Similar.
It could be close, but not that close.
Similar.
That's what Bill Belichick said too.
Yeah.
So real quick, let's not pick Belichick. Best offensive-minded like head coach right now. Like, who do you think is that would on?
Best offense, Kyle Shanahan.
Okay, so like pick either Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan. If you were to give either of those men this offense and like give them the decision like what to do, Zach Wilson being injured, they definitely wouldn't start Flacco, I'd assume.
Yes, 100%.
What would you expect win-wise? Like as coaches who
we would have beat the Ravens.
We would beat the Ravens in the offense.
I think we would beat the Ravens. I think we would
like
at least scored one touchdown.
I think McVay would have found a way to coach that team to a win if he had any sort of quarterback play.
I think Garrett Wilson would have had like two or three touchdowns in that game.
Garrett Wilson would not
have
come off the field at all.
And Elijah Moore would have been like Debo.
Yes, like 100%. Yes,
really dope suits. We were like right behind the Jets sideline, so we could see anytime Garrett Wilson came off the field. And I feel like it was like every other play, I saw Garrett Wilson running off and Jeff Smith running on, and it's just like, what are we doing?
What are you doing at all?
Anyway, let's
get the picks in.
Week 2.
All right. I'm all set up. I'm ready.
Yeah, Mo, you got your spreadsheet.
I got the spreadsheet ready.
I'm ready to win again.
So are we doing week to week, or are we doing like an overall season total?
Season total.
Guys. What is the prize?
Oh, well, yeah. Is there a prize? Shit, I'm down for bragging rights, but I'm down for $20 too. It doesn't matter.
$50 to whoever.
50? I'm down. Shit.
So should we do what, $5 a week?
We could do $5.
Well, it's gonna be overall, or are we gonna do it weekly?
I'm
down for either.
I think
I'll win every week.
Weekly would be cool.
All right, let's do weekly.
I'm down. $5 a week.
Weekly.
But Mo
$5 a week. I could do that.
I tried to run the gambling segment of the podcast last year.
Wait, why do I have to run it now?
Because I'm incapable of running it, and you have the spreadsheet. So this is
what we should do. What we should do is Venmo the $5. Venmo the $5 at podcast time or during the week. The $5 is there. Mo's got the track. Whoever wins it. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm screenshotting every single week to the group chat. So
yeah. So perfect.
Yeah.
This is the behind the scenes content that our listeners.
Are we are we doing $5 for last week too?
Yeah, Justin. You just
all right.
$5.
Justin, you got your $10. Don't worry.
Oh, money.
All right. So week 2. Now that we got that established, week 2 we got the what's the first game? Giants Panthers.
Chiefs Chargers.
Oh, Giants Chargers.
Ooh, that game is.
That's tomorrow. Okay.
I'll make the first call. I'm taking the Chargers.
Oh. I was gonna pick the Chargers, but now I'm not. I'm picking the Chiefs.
Yeah, I actually, you know what? I took the Chargers too, and then I switched it because I realized P.A. Mahomes is on a different level than Justin Herbert, and I have Justin Herbert in fantasy. But
who did they play week 1 again? It was an easy matchup. We'll see how he does week 2 against a stronger defense.
Chargers.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about Mahomes.
Oh, okay. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs.
No. I'm taking Chargers. But who they play?
I know.
Justin, you sound like you're on
I got you at Chargers.
I'm picking the Chargers. You got any more of that? Chargers football?
I need it. Give me that racist. Give me that racist Joey Bosa. Come on.
I need the Chargers. I need the Chargers.
You know what, Justin? I'm gonna agree with you this time.
Can I get Khalil Mack? 1 sack, 2 sacks, baby.
Obviously, I don't think defense matters for P.A. Mahomes, for good old Patrick Mahomes, but I don't know. I think the Chargers are a really good football team when people watch them, which is not a lot. But yeah, I mean, Chargers always have one of those defenses that are just sneaky good. So I think
now they got 2 fucking great pass rushers.
I think it'll be like
very good.
A 3-point game.
Yeah. Well, it depends. The Cardinals couldn't fucking battle it with the Chiefs last week, but the Cardinals defense is not nearly as good as the fucking Chargers.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is so tough. I don't even know what I want now.
Chargers.
But the Chargers still put up fucking, the Cardinals still put up. Hey,
all right, you know what? For the culture, I'm going all in. Fuck it, I'm going all in. I'm taking Chargers.
You taking the Chargers? Oh shit!
I'm taking Chargers just because I got Herbert on my fantasy team, and I like their defense better than the Chiefs defense.
I have Herbert on.
I got the Chargers defense on my team.
Well, there you go.
But
I'm
a jinx.
Right?
That means the defense is going to put up -2 points.
Okay. All right. Next game is Panthers Giants.
Oh,
fuck Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
we're going Giants.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Baker's gonna come out strong this game. Still Giants.
So
I think he's gonna come out.
Here we go.
Yo,
So,
he just
I
lost.
took Giants,
he just
too.
lost
I
against the
took Giants.
Browns. If he doesn't come out with a
Yeah.
fire under his ass,
Well,
he
I'm
shouldn't
gonna
be in the
pick.
league.
No, Giants beat a playoff team. So
Oh shit!
I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna
don't
pick
know.
Carolina just because.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
You all Giants.
That's fair. That's fair.
Listen,
Heck is gonna win this week.
This is how you lost last week.
Listen, man. So there is only one team that the Giants embarrassed last year, and that was the Carolina Panthers with Sam Darnold at the helm. No joke. And then they put in the XFL guy. But I mean, so I was looking. Kayvon Thibodeau is
PJ, what was his name?
He is practicing, but he's limited practice. So there's a good chance he'll be back week 2 to destroy Baker Mayfield. Like that's going to be his first NFL opportunity.
And then Sam Darnold will start.
So yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious. Then they definitely lose.
I know you can't do the thing in the NFL where it's like, oh, this team is better than this team and we beat this team, so it's fine. But yeah, man, I mean, like Ryan Tannehill is better than Baker Mayfield. We'll be fine.
Like I say though, he's coming to fire his ass.
And this is at Giants, correct?
Yes. This is the New York Giants home opener.
Home opener. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next game is Patriots Steelers.
Ooh.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah, I think that Mac Jones is gonna get overwhelmed by all the even with the Steelers injuries. Yeah, I think Mac Jones is gonna get overwhelmed.
Yeah,
we're all taking Steelers.
I took Steelers. Yeah.
All right, so the Patriots are gonna win that game.
Dude, Patriots downfall is happening.
Patriots are
don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, man. Don't jinx it. I hope.
I said it, Justin, not you.
Fair.
Justin, you're the jinx here.
You shouldn't have brought me to the Ravens.
Oh, quick question, not to get too derailed. Is Devontae Parker good?
Absolutely not. It's hard.
Okay, there you go.
he's like average. He's not that great.
He had potential, and it was just absolutely wasted.
Ain't a minor league low enough for Devontae Parker.
You're talking about Devontae Parker from the Dolphins, right?
From the Dolphins, yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Patriots now.
Is he still on the Dolphins? Okay, he's on the Patriots.
Pass, yeah.
Even more of a reason why they're going to lose because they have that one on there.
Yeah, even like Bill Belichick can't even. Bill Belichick can't even like.
Can't overcome that.
Yeah, Bill Belichick can't even like pull Brandon LaFell on him. You know. Be like, hey, you're good.
This is gonna be the first season Belichick can't like. Well, I hope can't get his fucking shit team to be possibly top 2.
Okay, next game is the Bucks versus Saints.
Saints.
Oh, Bucks. What?
I took Saints too.
What?
Saints.
Yeah.
I believe in James
Winston is a fucking dog, and he
is a dog.
Where is that? Where is that game again? Is that in Tampa or at?
I think it's at New Orleans. Well, the order you gave it to me is the last team. I'm assuming it's at that.
Yeah. It's Bucks at Saints, so it's in New Orleans. Oh, Saints are
okay. Yeah.
Listen,
I took Saints.
For this podcast, we mentioned a plethora of the most ass quarterbacks of all times. James Winston is not one of them. He's better than pretty much every quarterback we've mentioned besides Herbert and P.A. Mahomes. Tell me I'm wrong. Actually discussed.
No, you're not.
Dude,
I believe in Jameis Winston 100%.
I do too. I'm not knocking Jameis, but he's still facing Tom Brady in the Bucs.
You're just mad he robbed like crab legs in college.
I'm not mad. I think that's amazing. They don't fucking take kids in college. He did nothing
so do
wrong.
I think I thought that was amazing too. I would rob crab legs.
Back on my
I was
no
hyped
money.
for Jameis.
Looking
Yeah,
back
I was
on my
hyped for Jameis last season.
I did not steal nearly enough crab legs.
I
College's time.
man.
was like, shit. I wish we had crab legs.
Right?
You guys ever
Crab legs?
do dumb shit
you guys,
yourself?
you guys ever like know you have an easy day at work the next day, so you're like, all right, I can go in like decently hungover and it still should be fine. That's what Jameis Winston did. He's like, all right, we're playing the Falcons. I don't actually have to wake up and be productive till the fourth quarter, and then he did, and they fucking blew it.
Oh, stupid. Okay.
No, I have
all right.
all
So
the faith
I'm
in
assuming
Jameis. All the
Paul's
faith in
taking the
Jameis.
Saints. Justin's the
Yes.
only one taking the Bucks.
I'm taking the fucking Bucks, man. I'm taking the fuck.
All
I had
right.
all look last season. I was hoping that the fact that Jameis could see for the first time in his life, he was gonna do work.
Well,
Then he got injured.
Year,
Then he got injured.
to adjust to having LASIK.
This is
Yes,
that's the year
100%.
adjustment.
He does.
That's the year adjustment.
But he's
Jameis,
still
worry.
facing the fucking Bucks. Come on.
That's okay. This is a rivalry game. All right. Dolphins,
Yeah.
Ravens.
I'm picking the Dolphins.
Ooh.
I don't want to pick the
Ooh.
Dolphins, but I am.
I don't
Damn.
think
That's-
the Dolphins.
that's- Not that hot of a take.
Hector's going all well.
I agree with the
some-
Dolphins.
I don't think that
Some
one's that hot of a
upsets.
take. Just because the Dolphins could win it. They're not going to.
I could see it. I
They're
can
not
see it.
going
Listen.
I can see it.
But they could.
Can I say something?
could.
And you guys
What-
got to promise not to be offended.
Uh-oh.
I won't.
It's going to be the N-word.
Okay, so I think that week to week you have to
Tua
make
is better
adjustments
than
and you prep for
Lamar
other
Jackson.
teams, but like I think going from defending the Jets offensive scheme, based on like what the coaches did and everything we discussed for the past hour, and then going to
Yeah.
like
So
okay,
you're
so we
picking
can
the Dolphins,
Tyreek
right?
Hill and then Waddle on the other side, even with a motherfucker who's going to underthrow them. I think that's going to be overwhelming for them.
So you're picking the Dolphins.
Yes.
It could be.
I
It could be.
I
They're
know
gonna be like,
Justin
we
got
can
the
cover
Ravens.
Tyreek Hill.
And
Lamar,
so
baby.
do I.
Lamar, baby. Let's go, Lamar.
I hope you guys are right.
Let's go, Lamar.
I hope so too. All right, next game. Division rivalry. NFC West. Seahawks,
Ooh.
Niners.
Ooh, can
Oh.
Gino all day, baby.
Oh, ho, ho.
You took
Right,
Gino.
oh,
I'm riding the Geno train. Niners.
You're
Seahawks.
riding the Geno team. All right.
oh, that's a hard pick.
Listen,
I'm taking
imagine losing to
49ers.
Justin
They're gonna
Fields,
bounce back.
what Gino will do to you.
I think
Tell me
Gino
that's not
could
sound
win it.
logic.
All Adams is out. That's more of a reason why the Seahawks are going to win.
Jamal. yo, they played better with him not on the field.
They do.
100%, I think. They played
Yeah,
better.
because Quandre Diggs plays better without him on the field.
But no, I'm not taking the Seahawks winning that. Niners are going to be the better.
Yeah.
Better
I
coach team.
assume that. I think Debo's gonna go off. I'm
Ooh,
picking
but
Niners.
Elijah Mitchell isn't playing.
He's out, yeah. Which is why
So they have to
Debo's gonna
start
go
Jeff
off.
Wilson.
Those-
Debo's going to have a lot of rushing yards, I think.
all those 49er running backs are all the same to me.
They are.
If it's Jeff Wilson, Elijah Mitchell,
It's the same
whoever-
shit.
where they replaced
It is.
Raheem.
It's like it's the same. Either what
They're all-
rotation is, they're
Raheem
all the same
Mostert was
because
on the
they.
team. Same.
Yeah.
They're all just like
Yeah, they are all the
exact
same.
shit.
They all have the same body type. They all look exactly the same.
But that's how you build a fucking playoff team, apparently, because they keep going.
Yeah. Well, you need a Debo.
Yeah. Debo's dirty. That's
I
how
wish.
Elijah Moore. That's
I
how
mean, we
Elijah
might-
Moore.
Instead of all gas no break, we should just call it Friday
Change our name to
with a brick. All right, next week, our next game, we got Cardinals Raiders.
Oh. Cardinals are just
Two-
coming off damn, Cardinals had to start the fucking season against the Chiefs and then the Raiders?
Right? 2 division games in a row. Man,
Give me Arizona.
You taking
Taking the
Zona?
card.
Mm.
Zona needs this win. They need this win. But don't know.
I know Kyler Murray can't read defenses, so I'm taking the Raiders.
I know that
he can't
Derek
read a
Carr
playbook.
is a
Sucks.
quarterback.
Apparently, he can't read a playbook. All right.
Yeah, apparently, and I see why. Because I'm watching that goddamn game, and Chiefs
Because we
defense
made
is not
fun of
even
him
good.
for doing his homework, and look what happened. They gave in and they took away the homework clause because we all made memes about it. So now he didn't study and he sucks.
They should have kept that clause, even with us ragging him.
Honestly, I'm gonna leave it at this.
Never went public with it.
Exactly.
Go public.
That's retarded.
Well, first of all, the weird thing is, all quarterbacks do that normally, certainly for more than 4 hours. So I don't know why it was like structured that way. It's like, yo, just do your Tom Brady probably like fucking reads on the shitter all the time, and that's why his wife is going to divorce him. You know, like that's why there's trouble in the bedroom.
I put more into my profession weekly than Kyler does studying.
Good Lord.
And that's me.
Adams, Derek Carr. The Devontae Adams Derek Carr connection is already there, so they will win.
Yes. Yeah, Paul,
I'm taking the Cardinals.
You're taking Cardinals? Okay.
Yeah.
And Paul is Cardinals too?
No, Raiders.
Yeah.
Raiders, okay.
Raiders here too. Raiders.
Justin, you said? Okay.
Raiders.
All right, next game.
Raiders strong.
Black and silver.
Next game, divisional rivalry. Again, we got the Bears and Packers.
Oh, damn.
Packers are going to win that game.
You know, Aaron Rodgers owns the Packers, so you know my pick.
I'm taking the hot pick here.
Oh.
I'm taking the Bears.
You're trusting Justin Fields.
I know, right? And I shouldn't. I shouldn't because
receivers.
Yes, I'm very aware. And I have Justin Fields in my Superflex league, so I really shouldn't be betting on him. I should not be doing this, but I'm taking the Bears.
No,
I think this is going to be
the Bears at Green Bay.
Yeah, wild.
Dang, that's
Aaron
crazy.
Rodgers,
wild.
Fresh off of a loss.
You might have just lost right there for the week.
Now he's playing like his least favorite team, but his favorite team to just like fucking the butt.
I don't think he's ever lost. He's never lost to the Bears, has he? He's never lost to the Bears.
So, like, listen, man. Throw Rogan is gonna drink his psychedelic tea and be like, "Whoa, bro, this fucking Bears team sucks," and he's gonna win. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, Paul's taking the Bears.
No, I'm taking the Packers.
He's taking Packers.
Okay.
In fact,
I'm taking the Throw Rogan podcast.
For Justin.
Packers don't cover this. If the Packers don't cover the spread, like that should count as a loss. If they can't,
they should.
What's the spread?
Should we add that? Should we add that?
We can.
We should add the spread. All right. Next week.
Honestly, if the Packers don't double the spread, they should.
Next week, we can add the spread for certain games, not all of them. I'll be down for that.
Also, like
next game,
dude. Whenever Aaron Rodgers. Oh, sorry.
No.
Aaron Rodgers loses because one player on the other team decides it. So the last two losses to the Viking was because, like, obviously this week it was because Justin Jefferson was fucking like, yo, do something about it. And then the last game before that, Dalvin Cook was just like, yo, do something about it. It's always one guy. I don't think the Bears have one guy that can do that.
Justin Fields.
No. Yeah, you'd hope so.
Jay Cutler, maybe.
Right. Yeah, probably.
You're right about that. Yeah.
Next game, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Buffalo Bills.
Titans.
Oh,
damn!
Quick with it too.
Titans, that was very fast. I think you thought about this already.
Yeah, the Titans have owned the Bills like over the past couple of years,
and I think this will be the week that it breaks.
I can see that.
The Bills look like the most complete team in the NFL.
Yeah,
right now.
They do, but not when they play the Titans.
Sorry, they just play the Rams.
I'm gonna side with Chris Hecker because I want that to happen for personal reasons. There's a certain Cowboys fan I would like to make, some straw man arguments to if the Titans do beat the Bills.
I would love the Bills to lose. I'll still take the Bills though.
I'm there with you, Mo. I think the Bills got this one.
Yes. All right.
Start strong.
Mm-hmm.
On.
Next game, Vikings Eagles.
Oof.
That's a good game.
It is a good game because the spread is actually like 2 with it's -2 for the Eagles, and Eagles are at home.
What time is that game? I'm at
8:30.
Is it the night game?
That's Sunday night.
There's 2 Monday games. There's the Titans and Bills play each other like 7:15 on Monday, and then the
Vikings Eagles
8:30.
That's weird because that's an East Coast game.
I want to watch both of those games.
Yeah, well, you'll have to get 2 TVs and
hey, a laptop and a TV
simulcast.
I'm
going Justin Jefferson is going to win the game again.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
This is the matchup of gritty versus the gritty. Billy versus I'm going to take I will take the gritty god Justin Jefferson and the Vikings winning this game as well.
Nice.
Agreed.
Wait, has everyone taken Vikings?
So Vikings all across the board. Yeah, my girl got mad at me because she's an Eagles fan. She's like, oh, so we can win how much money if we bet on the Vikings? I said, shit, we can win like $1,300 if we put down like 2.
And just
she's like,
I will be
do it.
We will be going.
I want to take the Eagles on this one.
I was like, all right, this is a 2-game parlay, and this means the Jets have to win too. And she was like, oh no, take that off. Oh, so Justin's the only one that's taking the Eagles.
I'm taking the Eagles.
So you like Jalen Hurts?
We're taking a
Jalen Hurts is about to be Hurts.
We will be back to pick the Jets game after this.
At this commercial break.
Is it actually a commercial?
It's not actually a commercial. It's just a break.
You want a commercial?
Do we stop doing commercials?
Condom. They work, but they're not fun.
I think they heard Justin's voice and decided, all right, we can't pay these guys.
They're like, this guy fucking doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Like we can't have him sell. We can't have a guy who like stands Johnny Manziel trying to like sell. There's really nothing to sell.
You should don't hate on Paul should have done the commercial. Paul should have. All Paul had to do was read it. They would have been like, "Oh, this sounds great. He sounds so enthusiastic."
Try that again sometime.
Paul would have done it. He would have done a spectacular job.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't get a sponsors.
You blew it.
Fucked it up for all of us. God damn. You had one job.
And so the sponsors are, I don't know. I kind of like not having sponsors. You know, like we're kind of like the bad boys. We can't.
Yeah, we don't have to listen to people's shit. We don't have to do whatever the fuck they ask.
We're independent. You heard?
Yo, I'll just start my own company and then solely like it'll be vague on what it is, and then I'll sponsor it and look like we did.
My man. What you gotta do is you gotta give your company away for like you gotta give it away for free and just eat it for like 5 years, making $12 an hour. That's what you gotta do.
Yo, do you think the Luke Krieger Corporation will sponsor us?
My man.
This is sponsored by Luke Krieger International, my man. They make like technology, my man, for hospitals.
No.
My man, we gotta like make NFTs and stuff.
My man, we need to cash out on Monday. my man.
One of our future owner, Gary V, by the way.
We will draft a quarterback every year until Joe Flacco's no longer on the team.
Oh my god,
my man! And you need to give away your company for free and just eat shit, my man. The Jets, they've really had me pissed off in the macro for these last 10 years, but in the micro, my man, we'll always have 2015.
But my man, if you're doing what you love, you're making money, my man.
Dude, listen, I did say that though, right? If he was owner / GM of the Jets, he would just draft a quarterback every year until it worked.
He said that on that episode of Hot Ones. He was like, "My man, you need to make this a podcast. My man, you need to make NFT. My man, I'm gonna draft every year until one of these goes." My man, if you don't love Mondays and if you hate Mondays and love Fridays, my man, you're living life.
Yeah, I won't lie. I don't listen to Gary Vee, but I guess I'm not a fan of him, but I'm like, yo, man, you go do your own thing 100%. It worked for you.
My man, don't be a fan of me because fan, that's for cucks. That's for losers. You're something. You're basically saying you would let that person fuck your wife, and that makes you a cuck, my man.
I can see him saying that shit. Don't be a fan of me.
Fuck,
all right, man.
All right, last game.
His shit doesn't work for everybody.
It works for him.
Certainly
least.
Last game. And it is our beloved New York Jets versus the dirty Cleveland Browns.
Hi.
I like that call. But I'm taking the Browns.
Oh, that's what I took too.
I am also
taking the Browns.
Let's do finals.
I have my score. It is 31-21.
Oh, we're scoring 3 touchdowns or 7 field goals.
7.
We're gonna get 10 safeties and a kick 6 on an extra point.
Yo, I'll do you one better.
We just signed a punter who's apparently a place kicker too.
Yeah,
Ty Long from the Chargers.
Apparently, he's just as bad, if not worse, than Braden Mann.
Yeah, I thought we had
really. Oh, God.
We had a waiver on Rodrigo Blankenship, but apparently not.
Yeah, he dipped out.
We were never going to have a waiver on him because if they had a waiver on him, they wouldn't tell people they're putting in a waiver claim. They would have just done it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, 100%.
They're probably just going to roll with Greg Zuerlein and see if he can kick in better weather than.
I still have higher hopes for him. I think bad game.
All right, I'm going to go ahead with my pick. So I got the Browns beating the Jets 16-12. So the Jets will cover the 6.5. Yeah, 16-12. Yes. Going after
4 field goals.
But there's going to be.
That means Greg Zuerlein was doing good.
It's going to be a very sloppy game. But the Jets are going to cover 6.5. They will lose 16-12.
So it's 2 touchdowns, hopefully, and 2 missed field goals.
Yeah, I think both teams might miss a field goal.
Okay. At least them one. So, Justin, you got the Browns, too?
Yep. Still got the Browns.
Right. What's your final score?
Final?
It's going to be a low-scoring game.
Oh.
Like 5?
No. The Browns will hit double digits. Jets won't. So 9.
9
for the Jets.
Jets.
Well, give me the Browns score first, since you got them win.
Browns. Well, I was trying to figure a good score because I still think our defense is still going to do some work in the first half.
24-9.
No.
Just like the Ravens score.
Too high. I'll give him 18. Is 18 possible?
18. Yeah, it's possible, but who the fuck scores 18?
17. 17. 17.
Okay,
2
that makes more
touchdowns
sense.
and a field goal.
So 17
to 9.
17 to 9. Low ass scoring game.
31.
Yeah, you guys want to hear my score?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna be a tie, like I said. It's gonna be 19 to 19.
Oh my god.
The Browns will have 2 touchdowns and a missed extra point, and then 2 field goals. And then the Jets will have 5 field goals and 2 safeties.
Let's go.
I'll tell you what I would do after we end this podcast if that happens.
Yo, if the Jets get 2 safeties.
On that note, everyone, thank you for listening. This has been another episode of All Gas No Break. I believe this is episode there. This might be our 40th episode of All Gas. I believe.
Nice.
So,
Lordy, look who's turning 40.
no,
is that Thomas? No, it's not. Never mind.
So yeah, 40. Happy 40. Here's to 40 more, and we will see you on the other side of 0-2, or maybe 0-1-1. But we've all been. Even the Jets were so bad they even brought Justin back down to earth to where he's.
Oh man, how long has it been since I've called it against the Jets?
Probably like when we beat the Bengals last year or something.
Yeah,
probably
something like that. Yeah,
that's about right. Anyway, that will do it for us. We will catch you next time. And on my